And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
4 down. Check 99. Check 99.
Jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
52's the mic. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Smooth. Ready.
Now Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one and a New England 1st down.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Out.
General West. Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cody Core, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 and about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Now.
Motion to the backfield.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of... Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Topper!
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey! Hey! High 7!
Off play action, Tannehill. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All being wrong, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop the throw, and he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He completes it to Tate. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Auden Tate. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for New England. 56 yards. Here's Tannehill. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jets take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
56. Mike. 56. Shift. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 56.
They'll set up to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Check 52 to Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're going to look to throw. A little check down to Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football.
It's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Tannehill, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Tannehill now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
What we got? 52.
Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dante Fowler getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Mike 52. Come on, baby. Go.
Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dante Fowler. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
80 weapons.
To throw is Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Bad, yeah. 56 is the Mike. I got it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got Snead. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll look up to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Zoo, 5.
Now it's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Tannehill. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Mack. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is caught by Watkins. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Tannehill now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. Here's Tannehill. The throw caught by Core. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw. Tannehill toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as
that he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Mike 56, Mike 56. And let's get this. Mike 56. Mike 56.
2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
I got you.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Snead's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They're running it. Hustle. Mike 56. Mike 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 56. Mike's 56. Check it. I'm coming.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete to Snead. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Hey, wahoo!
Tannehill going to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Patriots, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.